Hey, let me show you all the best features and some tips and tricks for the Redmi Note 13. So this is what I like the most, that we can get the smartphone, we don't have to pay for it that much, and we got actually a lot of different features. So first of all, I want to show you this quick launching camera function. So we have to actually navigate into the always on display and the lock screen. And from this, when we scroll down all the way down, we can enable this option, launch camera. And now when we are going to quickly press the volume down button, when the screen is completely locked, like this, take a look, 2 times quickly on the volume down button, and we can quickly access into the camera application. I'm actually opening for this for the first time, so it actually takes some time, but I'm gonna actually do this one more time. Take a look. And now we are quickly in the camera. So pretty useful when you are outside and you want to quickly take the photo. It will be key feature. Next, when we close this one and go again into the always on display and the lock screen, we can actually find the notification effect. So as you can see, when the notification comes into our phone, we can actually get this lightning edges notification with the red, blue, or for example, the starlight effect. Pretty nice. I always use it for the starlight because it actually fit my preferences the best. When you are a gamer, you can also boost the performance of your smartphone by going into the connection and sharing, opening cast, and then move for the demos, then tap on the turn on the game turbo. By the way, you have to be connected to the Wi-Fi or mobile data. And after it will be turned on, you can click on the settings icon in the right upper corner and be sure that you enable this option, the game turbo. It's actually improve our gaming experience, blocking some in-game shortcuts and stuff like this. Next, when you are in this demos, this cast options, we can actually share the screen of our phone into the TV. So when you are connected to the same Wi-Fi network on your phone and on your TV, you can go right here, turn it on, accept all of these permissions, and now when your TV is turned on, you will be able to select your TV and cast screen of your phone straight to your TV. So as you can see in my case, there's like Samsung TV. Next from this one, we'll actually navigate into the display where we can activate the 120 Hz refresh rate. This is pretty cool. Everything looks so smooth. It's really nice and enjoyable to use this smartphone with the 120 Hz. Next, we can also install custom fonts. When you go into the display, then scroll to the font, accept all of these permissions. Let's open it one more time. Whoa, what is this? Okay, some kind of the issue, but let's actually close it and let's open it one more time. We have to navigate to the display, then go into the font. There we go. And as you can see, when you click on the search and input, for example, the free phrase, we can actually download completely for free a lot of different fonts. So for example, if you like this one, you can just open it, and from this you can actually get the preview how your new font looks on your Redmi Note 13. Let's go back, and now we are going into some navigations, because we can also link some shortcuts. And we have to actually go into the home screen, go to the system navigation, and when you are using the buttons, you can actually set up the button shortcuts. So on the long press the home button, we can, for example, turn on the flashlight. Take a look. We can also turn it off. The same for the long press the menu button. We can, for example, take the screenshot. There we go. Another shortcut, long press the back button. For example, we can take the partial screenshot. As you can see, that's how it works. And from this, we can also find the buttons combination like power button and the home button, power menu and power back. Of course, this is actually the same options, so you can set it up to your own preferences. From this, we can also speed up our charging. So if you are using the supply charger from the box, you can navigate into the battery, then click on the right upper corner and enable this option, speed up the charging. You will actually get the fast charging enabled, the highest charging rate for this smartphone. Next, I'm going to show you how you can actually use the same apps on this smartphone. So you have to go for the apps, open dual apps, tap to create, and now as you can see, you can actually find some apps that you can copy. So in my case, this is the TikTok application, Share Me, and the Google News. And there's like only 3 apps because most of them I actually removed from my phone, but you can copy, for example, the Instagram, Messenger, Facebook, WhatsApp. Almost every social application you can copy and use 2 separate accounts. Also, you can lock your apps. So if you want to restrict this password, if you want to restrict the access, you can create this simple pattern. Now we can add Xiaomi account to be able to reset the password if you forget it. Now we can click to use app lock. And as you can see from this, we can actually lock any application that we want. Now, if I try to open, for example, the Google application, I will have to input my password. Next, we have to go into the settings and we are going for some gesture shortcuts. So open additional settings, move into the gesture shortcuts. And as you can see from this, we've got the shortcut to take a screenshot by swiping down with the 3 fingers. You can also press and hold with the 3 fingers to take the partial screenshot. From this, we can also launch the camera quickly by double pressing the volume down button or the power button. I just show you that it actually works with the volume down, but you can also do the same with the power button. And now you don't have to lock your screen. Now you can actually open it quickly without locking screen. Next from this, we'll actually navigate into the floating windows. So when you open some apps, you can actually get them into this floating mode. Click here, then tap on icon application and select this icon. If it is actually not available, it means that this action cannot be opened. But as you can see from this, we can actually use, for example, the Google Play Store in this floating mode. We can drag it to the right or to the left side. And what is really useful that you can even open multiple apps. For example, we can try to do this. As you can see, not every application actually supports this one, but we can try with the browser, for example. Let's open it. And as you can see now, we can use 2 apps at the same time with the floating mode. And additionally, you can even open like this, the split screen mode. So take a look. Now we can go into the split screen mode, pick second application. Let's do this one more time. And now we can bring this floating application. So this is pretty cool for the multitasking stuff. Next, we are going for the memory extension. So as default in my Redmi Note 13, I can find 6 gigs of the RAM. But when I go into the additional settings, I can move into the memory extension and I can enable additional 6. So now I will get actually 12. From this, when you go back, we can also measure the heart rate. So if you put your fingernail on this sensor, after 15 seconds, you will get the final result and you will actually get the bitrate per minute. If you wonder about the accuracy of these measurements, it's actually pretty close to the medical pulse oximeter. I was checking it and it's really close, but you have to remember that for sure it's not the medical device, so this is just for some base information, but you cannot actually treat it like serious. From this, we can also take the 108 megapixel photos. So when you open the camera, As you can see, you can take the photo. You can, for example, take the photo of this banana. And now when you zoom in, you can actually find a lot of details thanks to this 108 megapixel mode. From the camera, we can also use the voice shutter. So when you turn it on, you can say this keyword, cheese, your screen is blinking, and the photo was taken. And the last option that I want to show you in the camera, it's actually the timed burst. So it's here, and now when you click on the small arrow, you can set the interval. So for example, all the next photos will be taken after 1 second, or for example 2 seconds, and we can set, for example, the limit of 200 photos. Now when you click on the shutter, your smartphone is going to take 200 photos like this. For sure, you can finish by clicking in this place. Next, we have to navigate into the phone dialer, click on the settings on the three dots in the right upper corner, open the settings, and for example, we can block all of these spam calls. So it actually prevents suspected spam calls and the robocalls from disturbing us. When we go into the incoming call settings, we have to actually go into the calling accounts, then go into the incoming call settings. We can get the flash when ringing. So when you put your phone screen to the surface and there's like incoming notification, you will actually know about this one because this flashlight will be flashing. You can also hide your phone number in the phone calls. When you go into the advanced settings, you can actually hide your caller ID. Of course, if you got the SIM card inside, I just remove it. So this is the reason why I cannot turn it on or off. We can even get the voice caller ID announcements. So we can use it always or only when using a headset, the wired or wireless. And the last option that I want to show you, this is definitely the option where we can actually set the password for specific files. So you can set password for your documents, for your photos, videos. You have to go into the file manager, click on the left upper corner on these 3 lines, move into the private files, tap to set, then create the password, click next, and from this you have to input this password one more time, and now you can make files private. You can pick something from your internal storage or from your SD card. And the last option that is pretty useful, it's actually the remote controller. So we can find the Mi Remote application on the smartphone, and we can, I actually just delete this one, it looks like, yeah. Okay, so if you didn't delete the Mi Remote application, you can actually set up your phone as a remote controller, but now I cannot show you because I just removed this application from the phone. So that's all for this video. Right now, please subscribe.